Disney is in the middle of several very large construction projects at the time of filming, from Star Wars Galaxy's Edge to the Skyliner to the update to Epcot, and with all of these new experiences coming soon to Walt Disney World, they're going to need somewhere for all of the guests to stay, so a lot of the construction projects actually have to do with several new resorts that are going to be opening soon at Walt Disney World. At the time of filming, we have 4 different resorts that have been confirmed by Disney, several of which are going up extremely fast, and those are actually the ones I'm going to talk about today. The Tower at Coronado Springs and the new Riviera Resort, which will be going up next to the Caribbean Beach Resort. First, let's talk about a few confirmed details, and maybe you'll be able to spot a few of those things that I noticed and the reason for this video. First, we have the Riviera Resort, which will be a DVC resort at Walt Disney World and apparently will have unbelievable views of Epcot and Hollywood Studios from some kind of dining venue at the top of the resort. It makes me think of California Grill on top of the Contemporary Resort. It's also going to have its own gondola station, which is sure to make transportation much easier. We also have the new tower that is going up at Coronado Springs Resort that Disney gave us more details about recently. It is a 15-story tower and the construction is coming along extremely quickly. There are 545 guest rooms and that includes 50 suites. Disney is also planning a new restaurant next to this tower, and no confirmations of what it's going to be just yet, but I have a feeling it's probably going to be a premium signature service restaurant. Along with all of this information, Disney also gave us 2 new artist renderings of the exterior of the building and of the lobby. I want to remind you that these are only artist interpretations of what it might look like. They may look totally different, but let's dive into those details. Right off the bat, the lobby does look beautiful in this artist rendering. You can see the chandelier and larger than life pillars that go all the way to the ceiling. Looks like 3 floors up, that it goes maybe even further. You can see a second level where you can look down. Maybe there's a second side to that second level in the back of the resort. There's a kind of like a lounge in the back. Overall, it does look really nice. Now let's make our way outside to that exterior artist rendering, and it does look nice. I'm not saying it doesn't look nice. My big question for today: where's the Disney? Now, I know there are going to be some in our community who love this new elegant style with less of the Disney touch, where it looks a lot more modern. Other hotels look like this. If you love it, that is fine. Let me know in the comments below. But for me personally, and again, this is only my opinion, I feel like it loses something here. Like, it's missing some Disney to it. Now, I'm not saying we need a 15 or 20 foot Mickey or Minnie statue in the lobby. I'm just saying it's missing something, some Disney touch to it. But again, this is only an artist rendering, so we'll have to wait and see. Now, maybe I'm alone here, but I don't think that I am, because I have read several comments online from other Disney enthusiasts in our Disney family who have compared this resort to something that looks like it belongs in Las Vegas. I wouldn't go that far, but when I think about it, I consider maybe the Beach Club or Wilderness Lodge or even Port Orleans French Quarter, again, a moderate, compared to this. And it's not even on the same level, at least from this initial artist rendering and in my opinion. Now, with all of that being said, I do want to take a step back here just for a moment to remind myself and you that this is a moderate resort, or at least it's being placed near a moderate resort. I'm just really crossing my fingers for those prices. And the theming isn't supposed to be at the level of the Polynesian Village Resort, or at the Beach Club or Wilderness Lodge. We have to compare this to French Quarter or Riverside or the Caribbean Beach Resort. And if we compare it at that level, it does make sense to me. It honestly does, and it's going to make even more sense if the price is right. Now, with that being said, I want to take it back again and consider the exterior of French Quarter or Riverside. Just as I look at this, you can tell right away there's that Disney theming, the Disney touch. You can tell it's very intense theming. You want to go inside, you want to visit it. It's not just a tower with lots of rooms inside. Don't get me wrong, I am definitely looking forward to visiting this new resort, but that being said, if you're a resort hopper like me, are you really looking forward to taking time out of your park day to visit a resort that doesn't have that same intense theming as other resorts around Walt Disney World? For me, just from the artist renderings, and keep in mind, artist rendering could be totally off, could look totally different in real life, just from these photos, I don't think that I'm going to treat it as the highest priority. I'm looking forward to visiting, but I don't think it's going to be one that I'm going to see again and again and again. Now, I can think of an immediate example currently at Walt Disney World to kind of tie all of this together with Saratoga Springs and Old Key West. They are both great resorts with great amenities and food options, but I have not been in years. Why is that? Not because I don't like it, but because I don't prioritize it. Yes, they are deluxe resorts, but they're not themed to the same level as other deluxe resorts around Walt Disney World, like the Polynesian, the Beach Club, Animal Kingdom Lodge, all of those, and I have a feeling if we consider this Coronado Springs Tower, again, it's at the moderate level. I think it's going to kind of tie in that same way, where I'm going to like visiting, but it's not going to be every single trip or even every year. Now let's not forget the resort is still under construction, and all of these images are just artist renderings, so I will hold judgment until I can actually go and experience it with you, but just from these initial artist renderings, I'm just a tiny bit underwhelmed. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with me and you think that this won't be a high priority but still be fun to visit occasionally? Or do you think that this is going to be one of the best resorts and once we actually get inside we're going to be so surprised with this new technology and the theme that Disney brings us? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me. Until next time, have a magical day.